It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's gonna be a good one, and it's all up next.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. And come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year two, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
One thing about this guy is he epitomizes the word resiliency. After a promising start to his NFL career, he hit a major wall. I mean, he was essentially, Mike, discarded by the entire league to the point where many felt he was destined to just be a career backup. However, once he got that second chance, he took it and ran with it. Now that his career is back on track, he's tasked with leading this team to many more victories. And if he plays up to that standard, he's going to give him a legitimate shot. All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll run with the third-year man. It's Rachaad White. And this will be a Bucs first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Deron Payne there for the stop. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So on 4th down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. The Commanders have Jamison Crowder ready to return. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Quarterbacks like him are just so hard to defend, Mike, because not only can they beat you with their arm and their ability to process and spread the ball out to the other playmakers, but it's their ability to hurt you when things break down. It's just hard to defend plan B, plan C. You might defend plan A really well, but man, I'll tell you, you just can't simulate his speed in practice. You can't simulate his ability to make guys miss and extend plays. And when that coverage breaks down or that defensive front doesn't get home, he can make you pay in a lot of different ways.
A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That's to the rookie's 2nd-round pick, Ben Sinnott. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
See the rookie tight end, Ben Sinnott, there on the 1st down completion. And, Mike, he's kind of a throwback in the sense that he can do pretty much everything. He's got good, strong hands. He's a tough blocker. He's elusive with the ball in his hands as a runner, and he can make you miss in space. I mean, at Kansas State last year, he led the team in both receiving yards and touchdowns.
And he will score. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
On now, Cade York for the point after. It's up and good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by White. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker to the left side to Godwin. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it. Here's White, trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here's Jake Camarda now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. The throw on the run is complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1, it's the Commanders with the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. So the drive will end there, and on comes Tressway to punt on 4th down. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster Trey Palmer. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. Second down and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. Ooh. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. Third and a yard. On third down, it's White.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This from an even 50 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are on the board. It's 7-3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Commanders.
(7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. To the air again is Daniels. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and 6. Daniels gonna throw again. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
His kick is perfect. And the Commanders go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. There's Evans. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
First and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing again. Daniel gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. And we get you across the state to Orlando and check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. To throw is Daniels. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On second down, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing now, Daniels. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll run here with Eckler. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. They send him right out of the slot. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. This caught. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brian Robinson Touchdown, Commanders. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead.
Buccaneers 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense and running back Rachaad White ready for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Baker going to hand it to White. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Baker. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They send Evans in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Now, a handoff to Eckler. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Eckler. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They run this straight ahead with Eckler. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. Open man downfield is Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. He's got it at the 3. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Daniels. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
York now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one on target to Godwin. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
A short one there to Otten.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Get this complete right side to Otten. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Going up top for Evans.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.